Hello, water signs. Oh, water signs, water signs. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. My name is Michelle Mabel, and I am doing full moon elemental readings for all signs. If you're listening on the Aquarian Star Art and Spirit podcast, this is part 4 of the episode. And if you're watching on YouTube, feel free to watch the other elemental full moon reading uploads if you have those other planets in your chart. This does apply to Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node. Alright, full moon and Virgo peeps, what's up? There's been a lot of big energy, I'm going to tell you right now before I even draw any cards. Transformation. The Nine of Cups just fell out, and I'm not even trying to do tarot cards first. I was just doing the pre-shuffle. But regardless, Nine of Cups, that's wish fulfillment. That's hard work achieved, okay? This full moon, while it is a powerful full moon for manifestation, it is also a powerful full moon for recognizing your manifestations from previous cycles and relishing those gifts. Okay, they are coming in, and they're coming in strong. Let's see what you need to know for this full moon in Virgo water signs. We've got the desert. What does the desert mean to you? Have you felt barren in some area of your life? Or dry? I've never really explored this card before, so like I've said in previous readings, I like to challenge you to use your own intuition and see how you feel about this card, but I also like to provide the explanation or description that the original author of the deck has provided, because there are plenty of valuable insights there. The desert leaves us disoriented, desperate for direction, grasping for meaning, longing for solid ground. For endless miles, we are confronted with a lack of clarity and existential dread. We are thirsty, hungry, pleading with life to get back to normal, to become animated by the simple pleasantries of day-to-day life. The desert offers no such comfort, and all must pass through it. If you can embrace the discomfort of the desert, knowing you will someday reach water again, you can tap into the potent energy of the landscape. Its lights are blindingly bright, and its darks terrifyingly deep, which makes for unbridled creativity and clairvoyant visions. Truths reside in the desert that otherwise remain hidden. The crows, the shadows, and the coyotes' call surround you. Let the winds and sands work their deep magic, weary traveler. When in the throes of the desert, contemplate the following. You are not alone. You have more supplies with you than you think, and water is very near. So I think that that's connected to this Nine of Cups, okay? That Nine of Cups is reminding you that there's still water. There's water right around the corner, legit. It's bliss and harmony. Good health, happiness, and material gains are heading your way. I feel that very strongly for all of us that have in this last period really shed the old and started embracing the new. Let's see what the Animal Spirit deck has to say about this. Okay, Animal Spirit. What message do you have for water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces? Well, you got a water animal, guys. The shark. The shark. I think it's very appropriate that a water animal, water spirit, animal came out, okay. The shark is only dangerous when we don't acknowledge it. This card indicates that something big needs to be exposed. It's lurking in the depths and creating tension. Shark energy takes over us when we are hesitant to be honest, to be totally ourselves, or to say what we really want. It may be tempting to continue pretending nothing is wrong, but when shark energy is at play, we feel its presence encircling us. So this is an energy of directness, exposure, revealing true nature and desire. The truth is coming out about something during this full moon period. And maybe it's about this Nine of Cups manifestation. But let's draw a couple more cards from the Wild Unknown Tarot and find out. What is being exposed for our water signs during this full moon in Virgo? The Chariot. Well, it's something that's going to come in fast. It's going to happen suddenly. I've been getting a lot of energy around that these last few days as well. The Eight of Wands keeps coming out. Not even in these collective readings, but just in my readings in general. Lots of Eight of Wands communication. Yeah, okay, and we've got Ace of Cups too. That's a new emotional beginning. Can be in love. Usually is in love. Hang on one moment. The Chariot is about strong will and triumph over obstacles. Stay focused, okay? Your goals are within reach. And I feel that this is like a more emotional reading for you water signs, which is not surprising because the water element is the most emotional of the zodiac. And, you know, obviously there's a lot of cups energy here. And it's like, I feel like this, this wish fulfillment and new beginning, this new loving beginning, is what's going to quench this thirst of the desert. Yeah, this is, I mean, there's bliss coming your way. That's what I'm seeing here, bliss coming your way. It doesn't really get much better than that. I'm really not even feeling drawn to pull any more tarot for you. I'm just going to pull a card from, actually, okay, two cards. Two cards from the Starseed Oracle, and they are Fall Into My Arms and The Great Severing. So the Fall Into My Arms is surrendering, and surrendering to the extremes in life. And then the Great Severing is an angry energy. It's Mars energy. It's conflict. But it's also a softening to love, okay? It's like the opposite of Mars energy. And with these two coming out at the same time, okay, so we can often see things as either good or bad. When things go well, we make it mean that we're being rewarded, and when things are bad, then perhaps we've done something wrong. However, we're all here to expand and grow, and it's through the extremes of life that we do exactly that. You're being invited to welcome the highs and lows of the human experience, to let them initiate you more fully into life. The agony and the ecstasy, the beauty and the bitterness, the dry and the wet, okay? So, this life is but a single breath in the inextinguishable existence of your experience as a soul. The Great Mother, our planet Earth, wants you to hand over your loneliness, worries, hurt, sorrow, fears, burdens, and doubts, to lay them on her altar, to fall fully into her arms, to remember that while these extremes are difficult, they can also be magnificent. The more wildly the pendulum of your life swings, the more truthfully you can say, I've truly lived. So there's fall into my arms, and now we're going to get into this great severing, because I do feel like they are tied together. This is a shadow card, one that may feel confrontational, but don't be afraid. It's here to bring to the surface anything that's standing in the way of letting love in. The warring planet of Mars is our constant reminder that it's important to soften, forgive, and find our way back to love. And that's all over the place here, okay? So if you've been hardened to love in the past, hurt, betrayed, just know that that's not how it's going to be every time, and nothing gained, nothing lost, okay? There are many things in the human experience that make it difficult for our heart and soul to stay open to the never-ending source of love. We're all wounded, and our unconscious wounds inflict wounds on others. It can feel like a never-ending dance we can never escape. If we aren't careful, before long, we'll see the world as a scary, dangerous place where fear and anxiety roam free. If this card surfaces, it could be for two reasons. Firstly, for you to acknowledge the difficult emotions, situations, conflicts, wounds, and fears that are causing you pain and anxiety. And second, excuse me. Excuse me. And secondly, for you to find your way back to love. When we're hurt, it's normal to close off our heart to the world, to let the painful experience confirm the agony of separation in earthly life. Soften and find your way back to love anyway. When fear, anxiety, and paranoia paralyze you, it's normal to want to hide away from others in the world. Come out of your cave and soften your heart anyway. We're all innocent children spinning our way around the world. Find a way to see the innocence in all people, but especially yourself. So that's what the book says about these two cards, and I really do feel like, you know, this is definitely about opening your heart, softening your heart, and trusting that it's okay to love again, because it's coming. It's coming in, and it's going to be good. Okay? So maybe where you've been in this desert of like loneliness, or you know, maybe you've spent a lot of the pandemic alone and you're tired of it, and you've been calling in a love energy, but when it shows up, you don't fully trust it. Just reconsider, okay? Soften your heart, and don't go too far on one extreme or the other, okay? All right, y'all. Well, water signs, that's your reading for the full moon. I hope that I've given you something valid to contemplate during this time and meditate on. Please do like, share, subscribe. If you're listening to this as a podcast, please do consider becoming a listener supporter. I greatly appreciate that. And I'll be back again with more readings very soon, y'all. Take care of yourselves and take care of each other. I appreciate you. Be good.